In JavaScript, this is a keyword. Now, the value of this depends on where it's being used. You can use it out in the open like this, not inside of a function, and it just returns whatever the global object is. In a browser, that's the window. In Node, that's the global object. And that means that we can check to see if this is equal to the window, and it is. And that means that the document is available off this the same way it is available off the window. Now, if we check for the value of this inside of a function, you'll see that it's equal to the window object, unless we put that function inside of an object. And now the value of this is the object. Unless we check for the value of this inside of a function, in which case the value is back to the window. Now we should note that all of this changes if you use strict mode. In strict mode, the value of this is undefined when checked inside of a function. And this is because strict mode wants you to call the function and pass in the context for this. In this case, we'll pass in the window object and we're back to the window. But we don't really call functions this way with the call keyword, which is why you'll see a lot of people do this, which is to say that equals this. And then they will check for the value of that in their code instead of this, because they know that that will always be equal to the window object or whatever they set the value of that to in their code. So this is undefined when in strict mode, unless you're using the new fat arrow function type here, which is new in ES6. And in that case, the value of this is back to the window, unless you put that function back inside of an object and then check it, and in which case, oh, it's still the window? And this is why the old joke goes that when I'm working with JavaScript, I want to throw my hands up and say, this is bullcrap, but I can never remember what this is.